Tohu Harris played more like Marcus Harris in those Ashes series in England. Geez, that was a tough game if you captain Big Tohu. If you picked up Garrick, you're happy. Other than that, Aiken, Harris, just too many points against them. Obviously, always going to equate to some missed tackles, and if you're getting beat that bad, there's going to be a bunch of penalties in there as well. So Tohu, a tough game for him. Let's start with Ruben though, with 2 tries near the end of the game and a nice run that netted him an extra tackle break and a bunch of meters at the end there. The 8 goals, 225 meters. So this is what we spoke about. Last week, for example, had a bunch of goals, had a few tackle breaks, the 1 try assist, for example, but over 200 meters, you're going to get some attacking stats at some point if you're putting yourself in the game as a nice option there, and Ruben really did that. This game was 70 points, so amazing for anyone who picked him up. There's actually a decent percentage I saw in the actual top 10 as well. I was having a look there. A bunch of them picked up Garrick, a bunch of them had Robson as captain, a couple had Tohu as captain, so a little bit to think about there. But what about Sipley coming out with 40 minutes and 65 points? Is crazy. Olakau'atu went off early, so 59 minutes for him. Got the 64. He had an awesome game. 10 tackle breaks and 182 meters in the 60-minute stint to go along with his try. He was spectacular. Croker with 51. For anyone who wanted to pick him up, I think there was 1 or 2 maybe that were like, he didn't speak too much about Croker. He had a great game with 2 try assists. The 5 missed tackles was interesting for his 38, but overall a nice score. You're going to get a little bit of a price bump from him. Would have Marty Tapau 48 in his 28 minutes. So a few guys came on here and really dominated in that short period of time. Murchie, Afoa both got tries as well. And we moved down to Gola there. So he obviously went off for a brief period later in the first half there, but was scoring really well the whole game. Obviously got 7 tackle breaks and a turnover tackle there to go along with his only his 2 misses, the error and penalty. So overall a nice game for him and a nice bump in price for him. We're going to get probably going to get rid of him in 17, and let's hope that he's able to sneak over 400k by that point. So we really needed this 40 this week, and thankfully he was able to get it for us. Ewan Aiken obviously went off as well just before half time there and came on straight after half, and a 38 for him. So really not much else he could have done. Too many points in this game for over 40 tackles. To only have 2 misses is not too bad, and there was obviously going to be no attacking stats there. So the 38 we cop, and we move on. Walshy 37, again, just a standard one for him with the try assist. Trebojevic, people ask me about him. He's just a bit too up and down. The 30 odds, the 45, the 48, the 50, for a 44 average there. Davey, if you still own him, got a 37 this week. You're happy with that? Foreign didn't have to dominate as much as he needed to. There was a bunch of, Croker was doing his thing with a few kicks as well. And then obviously had Ruben and the rest out there dominating. Egan, not too great a score. Saab 32, got his runaway try. Standard. Tohu obviously just went off at the end too. So 41 tackles, 4 misses, 4 penalties. This is a disgusting game. When we speak about how consistent he's going to be, to then come out and get a 31. Obviously, I've seen plenty of games where they've got pumped before and he's still got the 50, 55, 60. And you've seen that with Joshy Curran as well. They can come out and do that. Just was obviously the worst possible game for him with the negative 18 in stats there was a killer. So you can cop a 45 as a captain, but 31 just an absolute death trap when you've got people captaining Burton and getting not lucky with that, but getting a great score with him and a great one with Robson with a try. Those who captain Crichton over Harris and you flip that coin like I told you to, well done to you. You got a little bit lucky this week, and hopefully Gus can come out and dominate. But a very tough one for him. And obviously if you've got Tavanga as well, which a lot of people do, it's a very, very tough score as well, especially when you got a line break try assist and a try. Sorry, wrong person. That was Harper. But Tavanga there with the 43 minutes only, not ideal. And obviously the missed tackles there. Schuster was an interesting one too. Got the line break and try with the 28. We will stay away from him. Johnson, a few people spoke about him a few weeks ago. He's been pretty poor since. Obviously in a team that's struggling. They kind of had some closer games as to why he went so well previously. Tuipulotu comes out and gets a 10, which is very much not ideal for anyone who picks him up. Obviously at 4.6% ownership, so he was pretty poor as well. Unfortunately, in a game where they dominated, he just got no ball. So that was that for him. And then Carl Lawton, if anyone decided to go for him, got the 7 in the 18 minutes. So that's that video, guys. Very, very frustrating and upsetting with Tohu's score. But we're going to have to bounce back. We always do. I had him as captain. People Squad did as well. I think the head-to-head squad had Crichton, but I imagine a lot of you went for Tohu as captain, and yeah, so we'll dust it off, move on to next week. This is the last game of the round today. I wish you all the best of luck in that one, and let me know where you're at and how many players you've got in the comments, guys, and we'll have a quick chat about that heading into this final game of the round. See you guys, have a good one.